Alright everyone, welcome back. I got the RAD rover and the co-pilot. I got the extension here. I'm going to try it out. Let's see how it works. I got the batteries here. I'm going to put it in. Okay, excellent. Batteries are in. Batteries in. Just gotta push this thing in. Alright. I'm ready to go. Okay, you can get on now, Rose. Let's see how she reacts to the new settings here.
I'm not broken.
Yeah, you're not broken. How do you feel? You feel okay? It's okay? I'm wiggling around, see how she feels on it. It's okay?
I like it.
Okay, well, alright. Alright. So I got the extension on here. Okay. Let's turn the battery on. Okay. Alright, the battery is not turning on. Okay, because it's not even in. Alright, now let's try it. There we go. Can push it in all the way. Interesting. Battery's not working here. Okay, battery's in. Uh-oh, I'm having a malfunction here. Is there anything wrong with this? The connections here? Anything wrong here? Battery is on. Okay, let's try this one more time. Let's take out the battery, put it back on. Stop, stop. Stay still. Okay. Let's put it in one more time. And I think it is connecting. Okay. No, there's something wrong. There's something wrong here. There's something wrong. Stay still, Rose. Stop. Okay, that's pushed in and yep. Uh-oh. We're having some electrical difficulty. Okay, get off, Rose. Get off.
Yeah.
I can always take the car. I can always take the car. Get over there. Get back inside the house, okay? Alright. Either there's something wrong here with the connection. Get inside the house. Which I don't see any problems here. I can check here again. Oh, it got loose. Check that out. Got loose over here. Alright. I think I know what the problem is now. This got loose here. So let's see if we... It's not the first time. This happened to me on the RAD Mini. Kind of strange how that happens. Alright. So there you go. I might have to just, I don't know, tie that up. Maybe it vibrates away. I'm not sure what's going on here. All right, so now let's try that. Okay, there we go. And yeah, there you go. Now we got power. Okay, let me get my young one here and get her back inside. All right, everything's good to go. Always check the wiring. Okay, Rose, come on, let's go. Close the door. Okay. So always check the wiring when you're riding the RAD Mini, or when you're riding the RADROVER or your electric bike in general. Okay, this. You on? Okay. Okay, looks like you're getting on. Alright, so we got a little false start in the morning here. Sorry about that. So sometimes the wiring gets loose and doesn't connect, so it looks like you're not connecting. So anyways, let's see how it. Everything okay? All right, so I can definitely feel her. All right, so the extension. Okay, we'll go slow, don't worry. Okay, so the extension works. It looks like the extension works. Okay. Alright, so it looks like the extension works. Give some time for the satellite to kick in. I'm not going to try to go too fast, so I'll try to be moderate with my speed. Looks like I'm got a little late start here. Wasted some time with the battery issue. I probably already put together a video on how I made that extension. This is the ultimate test here. Let's see here. Okay, excellent. Didn't scrape, didn't scratch. All right. Let's see how long main voyage here. Okay. All right, seems to turn better. Seems to turn better. I guess the axis is at the hub of the rear wheel. So wherever my back wheel is where the center of my back wheel, my rear wheel is the pivot point, I guess. Instead of being on my what do you call it, the seat post. So that's good. Now I didn't get a chance to adjust the brakes, but I brought my tools with me. Thank you. All right. Unfortunately, the way I have it set up, it also gives my little co-pilot, my number 2, a little bit more room to sway the bike. So I can really feel it now that she's like leaning left to right. That's the only thing. Seems to accentuate it just a little bit more than usual. But I'm hoping that riding the bike and the centrifugal force of the wheel and the motion that we're in keeps the bike up straight more, because I know it has a tendency. I know there's a lot of wiggle room right there, but we'll have to see. So I think this hack is a working hack. I'm still going to look for tubes that are a little bit tighter in tolerance, a little bit tighter in the tolerance, so I can get a tighter fit. But seems like it's working. So I'm on pedal assist 1, gear 2. I'll just be on pedal assist 3, gear 7. What? Oh, okay, this is slow. This is slow, trust me. Yes. This is... Yes. Oh, but this is slow, bro, slow. It's okay. We gotta, hey, I gotta take you to school, okay? I'm probably going about 20, maybe 21 miles an hour. It looks like the tolerances on the tubes, on the extension tube that I made. Okay, now it's connecting. Works just fine. Looks like it works, so it's not rubbing up against my back fender. I would say I gave it like about an 8-inch to 10-inch extension. So that's kind of what it looks like. I think the perforated holes are about 1 inch apart. So it's probably an extension of 10 inches. So, anyways, if you've seen the video last night of me making this thing, of doing that little tube extension hack for the WeeRide co-pilot, I broke my glasses, my tinted sunglasses, my tinted safety glasses, and it just fell off my head and hit the cement, and it just broke. And if you have a soldering iron, which I do, I don't use it for soldering, which I might use it for soldering, but I usually use it to weld or fuse two plastic pieces together. Like a lot of stuff we use these days are plastic, and so and they often break, especially when you're out here in the very hot, warm temperatures of the South. They tend to break because they get loose from the heat, and then there's anywhere a temperature range over time, and plus over time, most of these plastics are not like low grade, very cheap plastic, so they'll get brittle. So anyways, I I broke the safety tinted glasses, but I basically welded the frame back together to make it work. I'm probably gonna have to go to Harbor Freight and give me another safety tinted glasses. Like for, what are they, like $5 or something? So these will become my backup, I guess, in some ways. They work fine, but I know they're gonna break over time. They're eventually gonna break again. So I know they're gonna break over time. It's just a matter of time. Okay, looks like the WeeRide co-pilot's holding up with the extension tube that I made. It is a little bit more wiggly because it has a wiggle room. It almost amplifies the wiggleness or the ability of my backseat driver to sway the bike, but nothing more than normal tolerance, I would say. This does seem to amplify a little bit more. It kind of gives her a little bit more leverage to do that, but not too much of a difference where I feel like I'm out of control, or at any point in time I'm not in control. Good morning. He had headphones on, but I think he did hear me as I got closer. The bell is not loud, but you know what? I don't want it to be like, you know, like loud, you know, or anything, or just a nice little ding as you get closer. Just be more, you know, you just gotta have situational awareness. Just be aware of your surroundings as much as possible. So today is the graduation ceremony from my number 2. She's graduating from pre-K. You know what's funny is my wife wanted me to go, and if you see my previous video, I said I wouldn't go. So I told her I'm not going because, I mean, it's just pre-K. How hard could it be? I mean, pre-K to first grade. I mean, there's no test or exam or anything. But I told her if it's so important, you could take a, you know, I told her she could take a day off of work and go. She didn't want to take a day off of work. So that tells you how important it is to her. It's not. It's not important at all. But she wants me to go, take pictures and all that. The last time she did something like that, I couldn't get really any good pictures because there's so many like parents and moms and a few dads out there and maybe relatives and grandmas out there who went to some kind of special event. Couldn't even take a really good picture. What ended up happening is, you know, the teachers, they post pictures of events and everything to a website. And so she just looked at those instead of looking at my pictures. So after that, I just said, you know what? This is probably one of those things where, you know, she gets me to do stuff just to see if I do it, kind of thing. I always get that weird feeling like she'll tell me to do something just to see if I'll do it. And you know, I just don't have time for that, you know, BS anymore. So I just told her I'm not going. If it's really important, take a day off of work and go. And of course, it's not really important. That's why she's not going to take a day off of work. You know, women, at least my wife. And you know, I don't know if that's something she does consciously or unconsciously. I think a lot of the things that a lot of men as well, people in general, they do a lot of things unconsciously, right? A lot of the behaviors that you have, your habits and everything, I believe are implanted unconsciously, again from childhood or from a traumatic experience or from a past memory. And the strange thing is sometimes these memories can be false memories. They're memories that you remember in a certain way, so they're real to you, but in reality they may not even be real at all. Okay, I got a water hazard here. It did rain last night, so let's just take it easy over the water hazard. After all, it is graduation from my number 2. She's graduating from pre-K. That's a huge feat. Not every child can do that. Alright, it gets a little wet right here. Hopefully my little one's not gonna bounce around. Okay, excellent. Everybody go to work. Everybody go to work. Earn a wage. Make somebody else rich. Everybody go to work. Make someone else rich. Make me rich. Let all your money circulate around the financial system and back into my pocket. If you're really smart, you know how money really works. You'll realize you have the amazing ability to infinitely create money out of thin air. Once you learn how to do that, I mean, you feel kind of stupid that you worked for somebody, made somebody else rich. Although, you know, money is nothing more than a carrot on a stick. It just motivates you to do things. I mean, think about these people. They get up in the morning, they schedule their time to go to bed and have meetings or go places and stuff like that because they're motivated for money. Unknowingly, they don't realize that you could create an infinite amount of money out of thin air. Something that Bitcoin taught me, or using Bitcoin has taught me. Oh, my brakes are really, I think it's the brake pads. They must be really thin, or the cables are really stretched. I mean, it could be possible cables stretched, it's warmer. So, but I'm gonna probably, okay, got a green light. I should have looked at that. Oh, watch out, fat guy. Whoa, watch out, fat guy. He's in a hurry. Yeah, watch out, car. Now, some people have dash cams. Well, this is my dash cam. So far, the handling on the bike with the WeeRide, it's manageable, as long as well, I could smell the perfume on those two women from where I am. My goodness, I don't know. You know, I guess it's nice to know that women still want to be beautiful, even though they're going to be running around sweating. They don't want to stink. I kind of find it. Well, I guess it's feminine. Gotta appreciate that. Men have to appreciate femininity, or else you'll get the butch women taking over the world, taking over your jobs. Okay, we got a green light and a walk. Excellent. Oh, my little one's starting to steer for me here. Sometimes it's a challenge because you don't know when she's going to start leaning and riding and pedaling and doing whatever. But it's no different than what it was before. It's just, I think, the tubing, since it's longer and has a little bit more wiggle room, it tends to amplify the swaying. But ironically, if you well, she's standing up and leaning. I'm looking at the shadow to my right, and she's standing up and leaning. That's what she's doing. Both hands on the steering wheel. Thank you. Or both hands on the handlebar. I call it steering wheel. All right, watch out. Got to be aware of your situation. Always got to look around. You always got to start looking at things and seeing things. When you ride a bike, you know, don't just look up in the sky or look at the nice scenery. I mean, you can do that, but just like driving in a lot of ways, or you know, it's gotta look around you. Hi. Just gotta look around you, constantly look around, because I'm also dealing with traffic too when I go with the crosswalk. Riding bike is nice. I mean, you ride and you get a wind through your hair, on your body. It feels good. You get some sun, or you feel the warmth of the sun. This guy is stopping for me. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Got a little water hazard here to deal with. Okay, let's see how it turns. My little one's just really steering for me right there on that corner. I had to balance myself. That's the other challenge when you have a co-pilot and the extension tube that I put on. You know, you got to balance yourself. You got to get up there and balance. Okay. I don't see any cars coming my way or behind me, so I'll just keep going. Still on pedal assist 3. That's all I've been doing. I think I'll keep it on pedal assist 3. Alright, so the extension tube is a success. I'm happy. The extension tube is a success. I might improve on it just a little bit more. I'll still look for some perforated tubing that fits a little bit better, but it may be special. It may be special because after all, you know, something like this, like all you have to do is just buy that piece where the attachment to the seat post, and then, I mean, it's possible you could make something like this. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Man, I was out there late last night. I wasn't late. Finally got to bed at 12. I usually go to bed at 10 to 11, so it wasn't that bad. Just took a lot more work because I had to get the metal cutting bandsaw out. Metal cutting bandsaw. Thumbs up on that, man. I mean, Gave a nice clean cut. Just had to like put a little sandpaper to the edges to deburr it. Nice and clean cuts. Probably going to spray some silicone on it. I'm a little tad late. It's like 8:06. Probably just a few minutes from the school closing. I think they close at 8:10 or something. So, but here I come. So lesson I learned today, check your wiring. If your battery doesn't turn on, check the wiring, make sure they're all attached and screwed on. Sometimes they get loose. They do. Just gotta screw them back on. I might even put some tape over it just to make sure, because you know, you'd be surprised, things do vibrate around here. Things do vibrate. And when they vibrate, they get loose. It rained last night, so I could feel the humidity in the air. I could really feel it hitting the buff. Let me slow down for these cars to mosey on by. All right. All right, they're still there. Excellent. All right, Rose, we're here. Okay. All right, Rose, see you later. Hi. All right. Going 20 miles an hour. Miles an hour. think overall the co-pilot was a success. The extension tube was a success. This is the first trial run. I'm gonna have to check the bolts to see if the bolts loosened in any way. I got wing nuts on them, but I got 2 split washers that will put tension on the wing nut and the bolt. I got split washers on both sides. So I only hand tighten them because most likely that's the situation I'm going to be in, where I'm hand tightening the bolt and the wing nut. Looks like the co-pilot is staying with me, which is good. Got a little water hazard here. I'm gonna probably have to make some adjustments to the brake pads here. So I got the tools with me so I can do it. It's not an issue, not a problem. The question is, what am I going to do today? And right now I feel like I should go home. I have a lot of editing to do. I didn't have a chance to edit last night. I was a little exhausted, so I'll get that done. You'll probably see that before you see this, but go home. Just go home, check the editing. All right. Okay. All right. Now let's take a look at this. All right. So that's the whole setup here. Okay, this front one was kind of loose here. Let me tighten that. Back one's pretty tight. This one's kind of loose, but that's all right. Okay, I think overall this is a success. You see, it's plenty of room. Looks like a little room here for splashing. Oh, nothing I can do about that here. All right. Okay, simply I'm just going to remove this part only. Excellent. Excellent. Righteous. Gets a little wet here, but I think that's all right. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. All right, now let's see if it just pulls out. Okay, should just easily pull out. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. It is pulled out. Just put it back in the same spot. Let's see how well it works now here with this on it. Doesn't quite go into place, but I think that's all right. I think that's good enough. Okay. Before this, it would slip in here, but it's not gonna quite slip in. But that's all right. I think it serves. It still works. That's how it looks. Put this back in. There we go. All right. That was what was that? A $40 hack. $40 hack, pretty much. The two pieces are like $15 to $14 each, somewhere around there. And then the washers and the nuts and the bolts cost me a little bit extra tax, so around $40 to do that hack. Is it worth it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I kept scratching on this thing like crazy and just got tired of it. I think it's worth it. That way I can take bumps a little bit better without scratching the fender. Anyways, Let's lock this up. Okay. Let's lock this up. Open up the bag. Open up the backpack. Pull out the lock. Simple lock. I think it's 14 bucks, so not bad. I have another one, so just in case something happens to this one or whatever reason. Kind of like this, I guess. Put it through the frame out here. There we go. Just a little bit more there. And there we go. And it goes. There it is. Put this down a little bit more. Position it right there. So it doesn't. Just want to make sure it doesn't fall over or anything. Alright, there we go. I'm free. The chain is broken. The ball on chain is broken. Alright. Alright, everyone. I'll go ahead and just end it right here, and I'll start another video. Bye.